Those are some good paintball traces, I can't lie. So, what's up guys? It's Miryou here by MW3 and welcome back to another video of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 Multiplayer Warzone and Zombies. In today's video, we got a special store bundle known as the Tracer Pack Splatters Tactics Bundle. And the reason why I really wanted to cover this bundle is because it comes with paintball tracers for the Superi 46, 2 Superi 46 tracers, 2 paintball looking operators, and I think 2 pistols. So you guys are excited to see what the tracers look like, see how the guns look like with camos, and see anything secret about this bundle. Make sure you guys drop a like in the video, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications. If you're new to the channel, I upload store bundle videos that interest me, like tracer packs, reactives, mastercrafts, you name it. And more often than not, I also upload high kill Warzone gameplays very often here that you can learn from. So if any of that speaks out to you, definitely subscribe. But without further ado, let's go ahead and check out this bundle. It's only for 2,000 COD points as well, which is nice to see compared to 2,400. But we got 2 operator skins here. We got Jabber, which is paintball spec grew, so he's going to be on the left side. I think there's also supposed to be a paintball mode coming into this game. And I really like how they just give us the access to the operators, you know, early that way. But you can also buy the bundle if you want to always rock them. And then we also got the red paintball operator on the Cortex side. That's going to be on the operator skin of Hush. And yeah, it's pretty much the same skin, just in red. So if you want to rock red or blue, you can go ahead and do so. And I think the color schemes are pretty fire. And you might be interested in either one of these. But what I really like to see is the paintball tracers here. So we got the Dowser Superi 46. And when it comes to the tracers, you legit shoot out like purple or blue paintballs, which is actually pretty sweet to see. Kind of wish they were more colorful like some of the ones we saw in Cold War. Here are the attachments. This is actually a really good class setup for multiplayer and Warzone. So definitely nice to see, and you probably won't lose too much of the look, but you'll probably put a camo over this anyways. It's nothing too crazy. No ammunition tracers, you can't put these tracers on any other guns in the game. And we also got a Core 45 tracer known as the Splasher. I've been wanting one. And here are the paintball tracers, pretty much the same effect as the Superi 46, which it's nice to see it on this gun. No ammunition tracers on this one either, so you can't put it on any other pistols or guns, but it has a nice design, and I like the little effects they got going on. Next up, we have the same Superi 46, but this one actually shoots red tracers to kind of go with the red team. And here are the paintball tracers. They kind of look like a bloody red, to be honest. Kind of wish they would have chosen a different color, but I guess it's all right. And the attachments are the same as the blue Superi 46. This one just has a red tint over it, so it's okay for what it is. And we also got the Core 45 Splatter, which, as you can see from a little preview, I'm not even going to bring it up, has the same traces as the Superi. And the same attachments as the other Core 45. Just has, once again, another red tint. So this might be an L, this might be a W for you. Kind of depends on how you look at it. We got the weapon sticker of painted target, paint by number decal, and the Splatter Tactics loading screen. So I think it's okay for what it is. 2,000 COD points for some operator skins on both sides. If you wanted to rock the paintball skin, you can rock it either way because you'll be on the blue side sometimes you'll be on the red side. And then you got 2 Superis, which I think I'll probably prefer the blue/purple one, just because this one is just kind of like red or orange or whatever. Kind of wish it was like green or something, personally. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and check him out in game. Let's rock and roll. Okay, so here we have the nice new operator skin of Jabber for the Spec Crew side, looking nice in that blue paintball sort of vibe. And of course, we got the Dowser, the Splasher, and we got the Sprayer, the Splatter. And I'm assuming the camos are going to be pretty similar on both, but when it comes to the attachments here, you can change any of the attachments and keep the tracers. Even the ammunition, you'll still keep the tracers, which is really nice to see. And when it comes to the camos, here's how the gun looks like with Gilded, here's how it looks like with Forged, here's how it looks like with Priceless, and here's how it looks like with Interstellar. Here's how the gun looks like with Golden Enigma, here's how it looks like with Zircon Scale, here's how it looks like with Serpentinite, and here's how it looks like with Borealis. Here's how it looks like with One Trick, Molten Obsidian, and Mercury. So pretty much, you keep a lot of the look of the gun. The little paintball effects, they pretty much stay on the gun no matter what camo you put on, which I think is really cool. Kind of adds some color to some of the more dull camos in this game. And I think it adds some style to some of these as well. So if you thought a camo was kind of boring, maybe you'll like some of the craziness with what comes with this blueprint. But I think it's overall a really nice vibe. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comment section below. I'm definitely gonna like to rock these on like some of the solid color camos, just to kind of give this blueprint a different sort of edge, I guess you could say. But overall, really W freaking blueprint with camos. Yeah, when you see the glittery flats here, you can be kind of colorful with it. Me personally though, I think a lot of these are gonna go away with a meta class setup though, so it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. But that was kind of interesting to point out. So you might like this, you might hate this, but overall, I think it's a W they keep the blueprint look. And here we have the Core 45, and the same deal here. You can change any of the attachments and keep the tracers. Even the conversion kit, when you change it to the conversion kit, it will have the paintball tracers in case you're curious. And when it comes to the camos, here's how the gun looks like with Gilded, here's how it looks like with Forged, here's how it looks like with Priceless, and here's how it looks like with Interstellar, here's how the gun looks like with Golden Enigma, here's how it looks like with Zircon Scale, Serpentinite, and as well as Borealis, and here's how it looks like with One Trick, Molten Obsidian, and Mercury. And the same deal applies here. Like, you pretty much have no problem putting on any camo, and this gun will pretty much look really nice. You know, it'll keep the blueprint look is what I'm trying to say here. So no matter what you put on, you're pretty much good to go, it looks like. I don't think I really need to go through all these because a lot of these were like the same sort of vibe here. Here are the solid color camos in case you're curious. And more solid color camos. You know, bold and solid color, it's always interchangeable because they're basically the same. But W blueprint camo combinations kind of depends on you. And when it comes to the sprayer and the splatter, there's really no reason to like go ahead and look at them because I mean it's pretty much the same deal, just because just obviously have a different color gradient. Actually, on splatter here you don't really see any of the effects. Okay, I am wrong. You don't see any of the paintball colors. So that's something to keep in mind. If you're a fan of the red one here or the orange one, the paintball or whatever, the effects, they don't transfer over. So that is something to note. And I'm guessing it's gonna be the same on the Core 45. And maybe, yeah, you hardly see them on these blueprints. So, and when it comes to the splatter, you know, the red Core 45. Oh, you could actually still see it on the red Core 45. Okay, so it's just the red Superi, red/orange Superi, where you don't see any of the paint. So I don't know if that's a bug or if that's intended or whatever the case may be, but the Core 45 on both sides are good, but the red Superi isn't good. So something to obviously think about. And now I'm going to show you guys how the guns look like with their meta class setups for multiplayer. So here's the base blueprint attachments for the Superi 46, and here's the meta class setup for the Superi 46. So on both the red and the blue Superi, you're really only going to have the color pattern on the base of your gun. And on the mag, you change a lot of the attachments, and thus you kind of lose that paintball effect anyways. So think about that, I guess. At least you'll still have the paintball tracers. Here are the base blueprint attachments for the Core 45. And here's the meta class setup for the Core 45. Once again, you do lose a lot of that paintball look, only really having it on somewhat on the base of the gun. So camos are pretty much going to be your best friend here. So that kind of stinks. And when it comes to the operators here, on the left side for Spec Crew, like I said, you want to go ahead and find Jabber, which is right here. And then you can go ahead and put on his paintball version here. And then on the right side, the Cortex side, you go ahead and find, what's his name? Hush. I think he's one of the newer operators. And then you go ahead and put on the paintball Cortex side. And then you can actually run both operators depending on whatever side you are, which I think is pretty sweet. So yeah, kind of cool in that sense, I guess you could say. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this bundle so far from a nice little preview. But let's go ahead and head into game, see how the paintball tracers really look like, and see if there's anything secretive. So far, it's an okay bundle. It's nothing wild. So here we are with the blue Superi looking really clean while also rocking the blue operator, as you can see, to the hands. I think it actually looks really nice. I like the arms. And we have a sight on this. We'll go ahead and change that here in a little bit, actually. Let me check out the Core 45. Here's the Core 45. The splatter, you know, whatever the names are. I forget the names, but also really cool looking as well. And in case you're wondering about the iron sight is the same for Superi that we've always known. Those are some good paintball tracers, I can't lie. So if you've been missing paintball tracers, these are really good. I also love the sound effect because it sounds like you're actually shooting paintballs. So kind of a W. I'll take it for what it is. So let's go ahead and shoot the head, see if anything special happens. When you shoot your opponents, they do get laced up with the blue though. So that's kind of cool. And there you go. So no crazy death effect. It's just kind of cool that they obviously get paint splattered all over them. The blueprints don't glow in the dark as kind of expected, but just that I answered the question in case you guys were curious. When it comes to the Core 45, let's finish the same deal here with the game lagging. And no crazy death effect to the body either. Still though, pretty good looking tracer. And here we have the red Superi, also looking pretty clean. Thought I'd show it off in game here. So I definitely like the color scheme of the red one more, but I just prefer the blue tracers. And here are the splatter Core 45. Once again, actually kind of does look good for like a red bloody paintball tracer, so I can see why some people might rock this. I just like the blue tracers because it's kind of different and unexpected. And just one more time for great measure, you can splatter them all over their body. And yeah, that's pretty much what you got here. Nothing too wild or special, just paintball fun. Now let's go ahead and see how our paintball man does a finisher. Ooh. Yeah, I like this skin a lot. The skin looks really, really clean. So here we are in third-person mode with the red paintball operator skin. Looking really clean with the Call of Duty logo on the back. Kind of dope. But yeah, just thought I'd switch it up because we already seen the blue one in first person. And just imagine this is the blue operator with blue, if you want to imagine it that way. So yeah. Overall, it's an okay bundle. I really like the blue tracers on the Superi and the Core 45 because I've been wanting some good Core 45 tracers that didn't use ammunition, and this is like the first one to not require ammunition, which I think is nice. Love the sound effect, and it's for 2,000 COD points, so if you're a fan of paintballing, then go for it. But honestly, we've already gotten so many Superi tracers. If you're a fan of the Core 45, I think this might be the best bundle for you, just because it doesn't require ammunition tracers. And that's what I've kind of wanted from a bundle. But yeah, make sure you guys drop a like, subscribe to new channels, post notifications. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are on this paintball bundle. I just kind of wish the paintballs were a little bit more colorful, like we've had with like some of the clown bundles back in Cold War. If you remember that, you're an OG. But this is all right. Like, I'll take it for what it is. I like paintball tracers. But yeah, we'll have more banger videos. I will be uploading during the Black Ops 6 beta, but I won't necessarily be uploading Black Ops 6 on the channel. That'll be on my main channel. But do expect to see some content like Warzone, or maybe I'll integrate Black Ops 6 in some way to this channel for the next couple of weeks. So stay awesome and keep being amazing.